Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today is my super saving shopping that I normally do on Friday. So as usual, I've made a list of the items I've bought, the price I've paid, the price I would have paid in the supermarket, and the savings. So let me start at the beginning. You can see there's a vast amount of sausages here and they look absolutely lovely. So 5 lots of them are smoky pork hot dogs, and they're the full length hot dogs. The other 3 are bacon and cheese. Now when I got to the food initiative that sold these today, they said £1 a packet, but buy one get one free, so basically working out at 50p a packet. So I took 8 packets. They had a vast amount of them and you could take limitless amounts, so I took 8. So all in all I've paid £4 for 8 packets of hot dogs. Had I bought them in the supermarkets, they would have been £3.49 per pack. So that would have come up to a total of £27.92, which gives me a grand saving of £23.92. Now with this beautiful weather we're having, after we finish this video, we're actually going to put some of these sausages on the barbecue and enjoy tea outside today. And the rest of them are going to go in the freezer. And they'll last us quite a while through the summer. But we're literally going to enjoy some today, so I'm really looking forward to that. Next item on the list is a Warburton's loaf of bread that I get every week. Now that's cost me 20p. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1.40, so it's a £1.20 saving. And again with the crumpets, I've paid 20p. They would have cost me £1.15, which gives me a 95p saving. Next on the list is something that was in the freebie box. So it's just crispy roast potato seasoning, which would be quite nice. So I've paid 20p for that packet of roast potato seasoning. Oh no, sorry, I haven't. It was free. It was free on the free table. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me 40p. So it's a 40p saving. A Thai mugshot. I've paid 20p for that. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me 68p. So a 48p saving. Another nice sachet is a black bean sauce. I picked this up just to give us some choice within the pantry to make different meals. If we get a takeaway, I like a black bean sauce, but it's not necessarily something we'd cook at home. So now I've got that sachet, maybe it'll encourage me to. So I paid 20p for that. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £3.50, which is a £3.30 saving. Amazing. The brandy sauce was actually free. So I think it's basically double cream with a brandy flavour. Whipping cream it is with a brandy flavour. Now that was free as well. But had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1, so that's £1 saving. Ham and cheese bakes, basically pasties. Although Bridget in our community will not allow us to call it a pasty because it hasn't been made with Cornish hens, but locally we call these pasties. So it's 2 cheese and ham bakes. Now I've paid 40p for them. Had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1, so 60p saving. A nice packet of custard creams. Now anyone who listens to the live streams will hear that I've said several times, when I buy custard creams, I put them straight in the freezer and I prefer to eat my custard creams frozen. So although it says 89p on there, I've actually only paid 42p for them, but they would have been 89p in the supermarket, so it's a 47p saving. because we're doing a bit more baking than usual and the fruit's coming through, this is an indulgent chocolate fudge icing. Now, when you saw me open the parcel from Catherine last week, she'd actually sent me some kosher cocoa. So we'll probably do a chocolate cake at some stage and use this chocolate icing for the top of it, which will be really nice. So I've paid 20 pence for the hazelnut chocolate.
No, that's the hazelnut chocolate. That's the fudge.
Oh, sorry, I paid 42 pence for the fudge chocolate. It would have cost me £2.98 in the supermarket, so it's a £2.56 saving. Another jar of mine quite regularly now. So this is fruit and peanut spread. It's really nice. I do prefer the pecan one, but this is really nice. And I've paid 20 pence for that. Had I bought it at the supermarket, it would have been 70 pence, so it's a 50 pence saving. I stock these up all the time because I know they're expensive. We use them on a regular basis. So I paid 20 pence for these lamb stock pots. They would have cost me £1.88 in the supermarket, so it's a £1.68 saving. Tins of big soup, as I say, I always put them away for the winter, and it's a quick evening meal. Mr. Wallflowers and I will have a tin each and a stack of bread, and that'll be nice and cosy as a winter meal. So I paid 20 pence for that. Would have been £2 in the supermarket, so £1.80 saving. Custard, I'm still restocking the custard supply, so although it's a generic non-brand really, I've paid 20 pence for that, and it would have cost me £1.26 in the supermarket, so it's a £1.06 saving. A very tiny tin of corned beef. But anyone who uses corned beef will know that it goes a long way mashed in with your mashed potatoes. We do a meal called corned beef hash. So it's just your corned beef mashed into mashed potatoes. And because there's so much, we generally use half of it for a meal for the two of us or the three of us. And then what's left, we'll make some pastry and make a corned beef hash pie the next day. And that little bit will go a long way. It will feed three of us for 2 days. It's amazing how far it goes, isn't it? So I paid 20 pence for that small tin. It would have been £1.55 in the supermarket, so it's a £1.35 saving. I picked up, I think I've left it on the other table, just bear with me because I was struggling to find the plate from it. I'm back. So this is just a hand wash. I was struggling to find an extra item to reach up to the 12 in this particular food initiative. I paid 42 pence for that. Would have cost me £2 in the supermarket, so it's a £1.58 saving. But it's just extra hand wash that we can leave for the hand wash bottle in the kitchen, because when we're working in the garden, it's so much easier to just come and wash our hands in the kitchen than it is to run upstairs. So that'll be kept under the sink. Just cheap generic washing up liquid. We've decided to stick to this now. We've been using it for quite a while and we're happy with it, rather than paying the extra for the brand name dishwash soap. So we're not doing it anymore, so we're just using the generic. So that's 42 pence, would have cost me 72 pence in the supermarket, so that's a 30 pence saving. Oscar likes this, I wouldn't drink it. So it's a Sainsbury's lemon iced tea. It's cost me 42 pence today. It would have been £1.50, excuse me. Would have been £1.50 in the supermarket, which is a £1.08 saving. And the Vimto it looks a different colour, so it confused me. So it's a passion fruit and lychee flavour. And with it being so hot, I don't normally drink fizzy drinks, but I will drink this and sometimes a Lucozade, and I just need something cooling in this weather. So I paid 42 pence for that. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1.25, so it's an 83 pence saving. Again, generic brand, 24 wheat biscuits, so they're basically Weetabix. I paid 20 pence for those. They would have cost me £1.37 in the supermarket, so it's a £1.17 saving. And something that I've been looking for a while, getting lazy in my old age, and it's easier to use a packet. So this is Ready Rolled Puff Pastry. Now I've paid £1 for that today, and it would have cost me £1.70. And as I say, if we come to use leftovers, put a pie together, etc., we've got the puff pastry there and ready to go. So I'm very happy with that. So as I say, it cost me £1, would have been £1.70, so it's a 70 pence saving. And these sausage rolls were a free gift with every shop today in one of the supermarkets. So like medium-sized sausage rolls, and there's 6 in that packet. They were absolutely free. Had I purchased them in the supermarket, they would have been £1.60. So it's a £1.60 pence saving. So all in all,
You missed out the 2 chocolate.
oh, did I? That's when I got flustered about the chocolate spread. So the hazelnut chocolate bar cost me 20 pence. Would have been 49 pence in the supermarket, so it's a 29 pence saving. And the Aero bar, that cost me 84 pence today. Would have cost £1.35, so it's a 51 pence saving. And that's everything on the table. Quite a lot of sausages to fill the freezer. Okay, so I've paid £11.16 today. Had I purchased everything here in the supermarket, it would have cost me £60.73, which gives us a grand saving of £49.57. And I think that's absolutely fabulous. We had a little tease again before we started the video, before we started the price cost analysis and working all of it out before making the video. And we didn't know how much everything would cost, and we didn't nearly get there. We both overestimated, so that's not a bad sign really, is it? But we've done really, really well, and I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to tasting these sausages in the next half hour.
And just the sausages would have cost over £11.
Yeah. Well, over double.
Double one.
You know, those sausages would have cost £27. So, you know, considering I've only spent £11 all in and got all the other little bits, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you're enjoying the good weather everywhere. Please take care, remember you're loved, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.